As a brain doctor, I'm shocked. This morning, somewhere between your bed and your kitchen, your brain may have gone through a silent stroke warning sign, and you didn't even feel it. It's something I see in 8 out of 10 older adults every single day. But tomorrow morning, you can start doing something completely different. What I'm about to share could change the way you think about your morning routine forever. You see, the habits we've been told are healthy might actually be quietly setting the stage for stroke, memory loss, and long-term brain damage. While you're brushing your teeth, making coffee, or checking the morning news, your blood pressure is surging, your arteries are tightening, and your aging brain is struggling to get the oxygen it needs to survive. But this can be reversed. I'll show you the simple morning changes that are helping hundreds of seniors protect their brain, keep their independence, and feel mentally sharper than they have in years. If you're over 60 and you care about staying clear-headed, mobile, and strong, don't go anywhere. Because in the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the exact steps to lower your stroke risk, starting the moment you wake up. Mornings aren't as safe as they seem. For adults over 60, they're actually the most dangerous hour for your brain. Why? Because the moment you wake up, your body triggers a cascade of changes, many of which your aging brain struggles to handle. During sleep, your body slows down. Blood pressure drops, blood thickens, cortisol rises in preparation for morning. The instant you open your eyes, your heart races, blood vessels constrict, and pressure surges to switch you on. For young people, that shift is smooth. But for seniors with stiffer arteries and slower circulation, it's like starting a cold engine at full throttle. The result? Oxygen delivery stalls. Brain tissue suffocates. And that's why over 80% of strokes happen within 3 hours of waking, while brushing teeth, cooking, even just standing up. Here's the part modern medicine rarely tells you. We hand out blood pressure meds and cholesterol pills, but we don't teach how to wake up safely. No one explains that your brain's most fragile moment is the first 60 minutes of your day. Real prevention starts here, with understanding what your brain needs before it's fully awake. Not just pills, but better morning patterns. Because if you want to stay sharp, balanced, and independent, you must learn to protect your mornings. Your brain isn't at risk randomly. It's at risk when you rush, skip, or stress through your first hour. And that's something you can change, starting tomorrow. Before we fix the problem, we need to spot the silent enemies. Because most of what's harming your brain in the morning doesn't look dangerous at all. It looks routine, familiar, harmless. But these everyday habits, done in the first 20 minutes after waking, are secretly disrupting your blood flow, spiking your pressure, and starving your brain of oxygen right when it needs it most. I've seen this pattern in hundreds of seniors, people who believe they're living healthy but are actually stepping into a daily trap without realizing it. Let's walk through the 7 most common morning mistakes that quietly damage your brain and what to do instead. 1. Holding your bladder and scrolling your phone first thing then see you. It feels harmless. Checking your phone, catching the news, waiting a bit before getting up. But if you're holding your bladder while scrolling your screen, your brain is already under siege. A full bladder activates your fight or flight system. Blood pressure climbs, vessels constrict, heart rate rises. Now combine that with blue light blasting your eyes just inches away. It spikes cortisol and throws off your brain's natural oxygen flow, especially to the memory and decision-making areas. That one habit? It's like pouring stress chemicals into your bloodstream before you've even touched the floor. The result? Brain fog, dizziness, slow thinking, and in vulnerable seniors, it could trigger a mini stroke within minutes. So what's the fix? Simple. No screens in bed. The moment you wake up, sit up slowly, breathe, and go to the bathroom. Let your body adjust. Let your brain breathe, because circulation beats stimulation, and clarity starts with movement, not media. 2. Jumping out of bed without 90 golden seconds. One rushed movement could become your last. You may think springing out of bed shows discipline, but to your aging brain, it's a dangerous jolt. After 7 or 8 hours lying still, blood pools in your legs, and when you stand too quickly, gravity pulls it even further down, leaving your brain momentarily starved of oxygen. That sudden dizziness, blurred vision, or weak knees, that's not just aging, It's your brain gasping for air. It's called orthostatic hypotension, and it can set the stage for a silent stroke or a dangerous fall before you've even reached the bathroom. That's why I teach what I call the 90-second rule. As soon as you wake up, take 10 seconds for deep, steady breaths. Then spend 20 seconds gently flexing your ankles and wrists to get your blood flowing. Sit up slowly, place your feet on the floor, and pause for 40 seconds, giving your body time to adjust. Only then should you rise. 1.5 minutes. That's all it takes to protect your circulation, your balance, and your brain. You don't need to leap into the day. You need to rise into it, intentionally and safely. 3. Drinking coffee before hydrating or eating. Starting your day with coffee but not water is like starting a fire with no extinguisher nearby. You wake up, head to the kitchen, and reach straight for the coffee pot. It's a comforting ritual for millions of seniors. But here's the truth. When your body is dehydrated after a long night's sleep, pouring caffeine into that system doesn't give you energy. It gives your brain a vascular shock. After 6 to 8 hours without fluids, your blood becomes thicker, circulation slows, and your heart must work harder just to deliver oxygen. Now add caffeine, a natural vasoconstrictor, and you're tightening blood vessels in your brain and forcing your heart to pump faster through narrowed pathways. You might feel jittery, anxious, or get a sudden pounding in your chest, but what's really happening is your brain is being squeezed, receiving less oxygen at the moment it needs more. For seniors with high blood pressure or stiff arteries, that's a dangerous game, one that could lead to a silent stroke before breakfast. The smarter way to start the day? Begin with a glass of warm water and a squeeze of lemon to hydrate and wake up your circulation gently. Then eat a light snack, half a banana, a few almonds, or a boiled egg, to buffer your system and steady your blood sugar. Only then should you reach for that coffee mug. Hydrate first, nourish second, caffeinate last. That simple shift can change your entire morning and protect your brain in the process. 4. Healthy breakfasts hiding high sodium. Oatmeal packets and whole grain breads may be the saltiest trap you walk into each morning. You might feel proud choosing apple cinnamon oats or whole grain toast with turkey. It sounds healthy, it looks healthy, but the truth is, these so-called smart choices are flooding your bloodstream with hidden sodium before your brain is even fully awake. Most packaged breakfast foods are loaded with sodium preservatives meant to boost flavor and shelf life. A flavored oatmeal packet alone can contain over 300 milligrams of sodium. Add a slice of protein bread, a dollop of nut butter, or a few slices of breakfast meat, and you've already passed 600 to 700 milligrams before 8 a.m. That kind of salt intake stiffens your blood vessels, especially the tiny ones feeding your brain, raising pressure in your head and increasing stroke risk, particularly for seniors with aging, less flexible arteries. Even if you feel fine, this morning's surge adds silent stress on your brain, day after day, contributing to memory issues, brain fog, and long-term neurovascular damage. So what should breakfast look like instead? Think clean, simple, and light. Use plain rolled oats topped with berries or banana slices. Add steamed veggies like spinach or zucchini alongside a boiled egg. Choose unsalted nuts or seeds in place of processed meats. And above all, keep total sodium under 300 milligrams to start your day. Because breakfast isn't just your energy source, it's your brain's first dose of pressure and circulation control. Start salty and your brain starts struggling. Start clean and your brain starts thriving. 5. Ignoring small signs, slurred speech, dizziness, numbness. What you call just waking up might actually be your brain's final warning before disaster. A moment of slurred speech, a weak hand grip, a flicker in your vision, or a dizzy spell that fades in minutes, most people brush these off. Just groggy, they say. But these subtle symptoms are often signs of a transient ischemic attack, or TIA, a so-called mini-stroke. Don't let the name fool you. A TIA isn't harmless. It's your brain's red alert that a major stroke could be just hours or days away. Here's what's really happening. A tiny clot briefly blocks oxygen to a part of your brain. The symptom, maybe slurred words or facial numbness, disappears fast, and so does your concern. But even if it passes, the damage may have already begun. I've seen it too often. Seniors who feel off in the morning, ignore it, and then by that afternoon, suffer a full-blown stroke that could have been prevented. So what should you do? Never ignore a sudden strange neurological symptom, no matter how quickly it fades. If your grip feels weak, your words don't sound right, your face tingles, or your vision goes odd, log it. Write down the time, what you felt, and how long it lasted. Then call your doctor. And if something feels truly wrong, don't wait. Call emergency services, because your brain is speaking to you in whispers. And if you ignore it now, the next message may come as a scream. 6. Taking all morning meds at once or with coffee. Taking pills the wrong way can be just as risky as not taking them at all. Every morning, millions of seniors neatly line up their medications and swallow them all at once, often with their first cup of coffee. It feels efficient, like you're being responsible. But that habit, while well-intentioned, might quietly be doing more harm than good. The reality is this: not all medications work well together, and almost none of them work well with caffeine. Coffee alters how your digestive system absorbs certain drugs, especially those for blood pressure, thyroid, heart rhythm, or blood thinning. Instead of giving you steady protection, it can cause sudden spikes or crashes in your system, leading to dizziness, irregular heartbeats, or headaches within the hour. And it gets worse. Even green tea or dark coffee can block absorption of thyroid medications like levothyroxine. Taking aspirin on an empty stomach with caffeine increases your risk of ulcers and internal bleeding over time. That tired, anxious feeling you get some mornings? It may not be aging. It may be poor medication timing. The fix is simple. Use a daily pill organizer to separate your doses. Read every label carefully. Some need food, others require an empty stomach. And most importantly, avoid taking your meds with coffee. Give them at least 30 minutes apart, unless your doctor tells you otherwise. Because medicine isn't just about what you take. It's also about how and when you take it. And getting that timing right can protect your heart, your brain, and your peace of mind. 7. Skipping morning blood and vessel recovery. You may be awake, but your blood isn't ready, and your brain is still suffocating. Just because your eyes are open doesn't mean your circulation has caught up. For most seniors, morning blood is at its worst. Thicker, more acidic, and lower in oxygen and essential electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. Combine that with aging arteries that have lost flexibility, and you're looking at a serious circulation problem, right when your brain needs nourishment most. Think of your blood like a delivery truck. In your youth, it's fast, flexible, and loaded with supplies. But as you age, it gets slower, heavier, and understocked, especially if you haven't fueled it properly after waking. Yet many seniors leap straight into the day, skipping water, skipping food, and rushing their body into motion without giving it what it needs. That's like forcing a cold engine into a highway race. The result? Poor oxygen flow, higher stroke risk, and mid-morning fatigue or memory lapses that slowly chip away at your vitality. So here's how to fix it. Start your day with a glass of warm water and a squeeze of lemon to thin the blood and trigger gentle detox. Next, take 5 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. This opens your vessels and delivers oxygen to your brain calmly and effectively. Then refuel with potassium and magnesium-rich snacks like a banana, a handful of almonds, or chia seeds. This simple trio, hydrate, breathe, nourish, is your morning brain rescue. Don't just wake up fast. Wake up wisely. 5-step morning stroke prevention routine. Change just 5 things in your morning, and you could cut your stroke risk by half. You don't need a miracle. You don't need 10 new supplements. What you need is a morning that works with your biology, not against it. And that work doesn't start when you wake up. It starts the night before. Step 1. Prepare before you sleep. Place a glass of water by your bedside. Organize your medications into a simple pill box. No scattered bottles, no guessing. Choose your breakfast ahead of time. Low sodium, high fiber, brain-friendly foods, so your foggy morning brain doesn't have to make smart decisions under pressure. Nighttime preparation makes for safer mornings. Step 2. Follow the 90-second wake-up protocol. When you open your eyes, don't leap. Start with a few deep breaths. Then flex your ankles and wrists gently to jumpstart circulation. Sit up slowly, feet on the floor, and pause. Give your body 1.5 minutes to recalibrate before standing. This tiny delay can prevent dangerous drops in pressure and keep you balanced from the first step. Step 3. Hydrate first, eat second, caffeinate last. Begin with warm water and lemon to thin your blood and gently wake up digestion. Follow with a light snack, half a banana, almonds, a spoon of oats, to stabilize your energy and protect your gut. Only then should you reach for coffee. This order reduces pressure spikes and eases your heart into action. Step 4. Log your blood pressure and symptoms. Do it daily, not just when something feels wrong. Keep notes on what you ate, how you felt, and what your numbers said. Look for patterns. Did oatmeal raise your pressure? Did you feel dizzy after skipping breakfast? Your brain sends messages. Don't wait until it starts shouting. Step 5. Breathe before the day begins. 5 rounds of deep breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7, exhale 8. This resets your nervous system, dilates vessels, and brings oxygen to where your brain needs it most. It's free, fast, and profoundly effective. Here's the truth. A blood pressure pill won't fix a rushed, dehydrated, stressful morning. Real health starts with your blood, and your breath, and how you choose to wake up, starting tomorrow. Call to action in closing. If you caught yourself doing 2 or more of these 7 habits, type your number in the comments right now. You're not alone, and this isn't about blame. It's about awareness and action. Now take just one step. Pick one habit to change tomorrow morning. Will it be putting the phone down, rising slowly, drinking water first, spacing out your meds? Choose it now, then type it as your commitment. Your health deserves that much, because stroke isn't fate. It's not just genetics or chance. It's built silently, by small choices made every morning. Choices that either protect your brain or pull it closer to the edge. You don't need to change everything overnight, but you do need to protect the first hour of your day. That's when your brain is most vulnerable and most ready to heal. Every morning is a second chance for your brain, a chance to reset, recharge, and stay sharp. Don't waste that chance. If this video opened your eyes to even one dangerous habit, hit that like button. Share this with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. And subscribe to stay in control of your brain, your body, and your future. You have more power than you've been told, and it starts not with a pill, but with how you wake up tomorrow.